Hey, how are you?
Hey, there's a war going on in my country. How about you?
Yeah, a war is going on in my country as well.
So, from Russia?
Well, yeah, we're at war with Ukraine. Consequently, we have a war going on too.
Well, it's nice to meet you. At least you're correctly, let's say, well, in short, you have some grasp of what's happening around you. Do you support or condemn Russia's attack on?
No, I mean, a war can't possibly be just a one-sided affair, can it? Am I right? Am I right?
Right. Specifically, Russia's attack on Ukraine, do you condemn or support it?
I'm about to. I'm an expert on this subject, and I'll answer that question presently. Look, here's a question for you, and it's a bit of a trick question. What do you think about the special operation?
Well, it's genocide of Ukrainians.
See, you've already answered. In response to my question, I hadn't even specified which of the three special operations I was asking you about yet, the ATO, JFO, or SMO, but you've already given me an answer.
Or was I talking about the CTO? About the counter-terrorist operation during the Chechen War?
Maybe.
So why didn't you mention the fourth one?
Well, what fourth one?
Why didn't you mention the Chechen CTO, the counter-terrorist operation? You remembered three, but not the fourth. And why did you remember those three? Because look,
What time frames are we even talking about? What time frames?
when we're talking. Hey, when you and I just clarified, Pan Andrei. No, what kind of pan are you? What are you to us? Comrade Andrei. When you say, first, we establish the context that we're discussing, let's say, the Russo-Ukrainian war, and then you mention the SMO. It's clear that I'm viewing the SMO in that specific context. Do you intend to be a smart aleck who nitpicks over words? Well, in that case, I'll nitpick as well. Where's the CTO then?
No, I just want to ask a question. The JFO, did it end or is it still ongoing?
JFO?
JFO.
It's probably still ongoing. Or maybe it ended.
Ukraine is conducting a special military operation against the DPR and LPR, right?
Against regions, for sure.
Right. So Ukraine is carrying out an JFO, which is a military operation, isn't that right?
The regions, yes.
If not in Kursk, then in the DPR, LPR as well. So it's pretty much everywhere. The JFO, it's not about the Kursk region. When Poroshenko was in power, he wasn't starting the JFO there, was he? It was about the DNR, the combat operations were in the DNR and LNR. Right.
Maybe it's ongoing, maybe it's not.
So, to delve deeper into the matter, there are currently two military special operations underway. On Ukraine's part, it is the JFO, and on Russia's part, it is the SMO. In actuality, it's a conflict, a war, active combat engagements, really.
There. See, I don't understand why we're wasting each other's time. These legal connotations are necessary for Russia so that Putin doesn't end up in prison. A. Under Article 353 of the Criminal Code. B. So that according to federal law, specifically Article 18 of Statute 61, a state of war is not formally declared within the territory of Russia. And C, or let's say C, to avoid declaring martial law under the Constitution of Russia, Article 87, Section 2. Therefore, why do you engage in these dirty legal connotations? Those are your problems. Why are you wasting both my time and your own on this matter? Well, there was the SOF, maybe it was OSO, or perhaps something else entirely. It's all definitely a certain...
SOF is Special Operations Forces.
Maybe SOF, maybe JFO, maybe...
JFO is Joint Forces Operation.
Perhaps CQC is from Metal Gear Solid, which is a computer game, no? What difference does it really make what it's called? Why should we even bother discussing this matter? You can call it whatever you want within the framework of your own legislation.
Your question was, why did you start the SMO? The answer is...
I didn't ask, why the SMO? I didn't ask that. You're lying.
War?
That wasn't my question at all. Not at all. My question was, do you condemn or justify it? I simplified it for you. Do you condemn or not condemn? Do you support or not support Russia's attack on Ukraine? That was my question for you.
My name is Andrei, yes, you probably found me with the help of a neural network.
McIntyre, no, I didn't find anything myself. I was contacted by those whose family members died and... I don't have your page, I don't look at your page, my viewers write to me.
Then how do you know?
Viewers write, 6,000 in the chat. Your FSB friends, 40 of them, already exposed you. Even your FSB guys know your name.
Well, you see, I mean, my position is clearly stated on my page, yes. I voted for Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin. I put up the Z symbol. So from that, it follows that.
Why tell me this? You're off topic. Wait, you've got lines prepared. That's not what we're discussing. You support Putin on your page. What then?
From that, it follows that I am in favor of the special military operation, and I do not approve of the Ukrainian special operation, which is known as, well, initially the ATO and subsequently the JFO.
No problem. You should have just said it from the start that you support your... I didn't even ask. I was talking about Russia's attack on Ukraine. There is no Ukrainian activity present in my definition of Russia's attack on Ukraine. You could have just said, yes, I support it, I call it the SMO, I voted for Putin, I put up the Z. I mean, why all this? I don't know. Look, I can see you're a knowledgeable person. I have a question that no one can answer for me. I believe you can do it. I can see that you are extremely knowledgeable about this, very well versed in the law. In Crimea, in March, a so-called pseudo-referendum was supposedly held, but we will be starting entirely from that premise.
We need to dig deeper, dig even earlier. What happened before the referendum?
Well, look, you can dig deeper for your own question. My question does not need to start earlier than this given referendum.
Even before the referendum, there was the signing of the Declaration of Independence of the Republic of Crimea. There you go.
And then, Russia formally acknowledged these boundaries. Therefore, we can disregard everything that preceded that event. For us, in March, we will be moving away from the Russian narrative, the Russian perspective, and the Russian evaluation of these events. In March, we had a referendum on seceding from Ukraine. Russian troops were there even before the referendum, and well, after the referendum, it's obvious.
Well, Russian military forces entered there at the invitation of our president, Viktor Yanukovych.
Viktor Yanukov, and here I thought you knew what you were talking about, but you don't. So you're writing a law, oh wait, no, not exactly a law in our case, it's actually. So I suppose, then, let me collect my thoughts for a moment. The approval procedure, I see you're lost. The procedure, you have somewhere to write, don't you? You can write it down too.
Come on, let's just talk. Why bother writing?
No, we can't talk like that. You're not versed in this.
Wasn't there a letter from Yanukovych or something?
Like I said, you don't know what you're talking about. I just realized. I get it now, you don't understand. We have a specific procedure in place for coordinating the movement of these particular troops with the Ukrainian authorities. There is a list of competent authorities with whom Russian troops are required to coordinate their actions. All these provisions and data are stipulated in this. What do we call this? Is it a resolution or what exactly is it? It's an order. An order. Right. Where did I put it? I'll find it now. In which there is a list of those with whom they must coordinate. Type in President Portal. We'll look at the official website right now.
All right, I'll take your word for it. Now go on and tell me all about it.
Okay. We do have a list of competent authorities with whom the movement and exit beyond the designated perimeters need to be officially coordinated and approved. There. I can't seem to find it. Yanukovych is not on this list. He's not there, nor is the Crimean parliament. Everyone on this list is, in principle, precisely the same as those on the list for crossing the border. Here is the decree. Why did you take so long to mention it? Look. Well,
You can't show your phone here because you'll get banned.
I'm not afraid, it's no big deal. If you get me banned, then...
No, I won't.
Behold, the official web portal, president.gov.ua, the presidential decree states...
I just wanted to mention something here.
Presidential Decree 705. You haven't read it. It's crucial you open it and read it now. Here is a list of how to coordinate and with whom, and neither the President of Ukraine nor the Crimean Parliament is on it. Therefore, these Russian forces were absolutely prohibited from coordinating with Yanukovych or with the Crimean Parliament. The capture of the Crimean Parliament or the how do you say it in Russian, Vitecha? Yanukovych's escape doesn't change this procedure, as they are not competent authorities. I can tell you briefly, you didn't want to read it and probably won't.
Could he give a verbal order?
Within the scope of this issue, no. What was that again? Stop.
Based on his own authority, he has the right to give a verbal order.
Wait, hold on.
Of another state.
Hold on. Based on his own. Say that again. What?
Of his very own authority as the President of Ukraine.
Based on his own authority. Hold on, you're kidding me. You are totally kidding me. He is joking, my friends. You're kidding me. Let's just pretend that never happened at this moment. You're joking now.
What do you mean, joking? There's a grain of truth in every joke. Joking, not joking.
His own authority.
Well, and
folks, how can I continue this conversation? Is there such a thing as presidential authority and you can just do things based on it? Wait, do I understand this correctly? You're a man sitting in a tie who just claimed to be an expert on this matter, yet you haven't even reviewed the official documents pertaining to the regulatory issues of troop movements.
You don't need to, you see, the time has come.
And the Black Sea.
When dogs him?
Have you read or even opened the Black Sea Fleet Basing Agreement?
The time has come when appealing to official documentation simply isn't effective anymore. Get it?
Listen, here's a question for you, one that fits your caliber. Yes, your level. See, these birds. Birds are living beings. Winter arrives, and birds fly to warmer lands. Why do they return? Not all, correct? Those that take flight, the migratory ones. Why do they journey back if it's warm in those places? And they could simply fly there and make their home. So they flew there.
There is strong competition, so they return.
Tough competition?
Mostly, yes. I'm not an ornithologist, so I can't give a definitive answer, but as far as I know, yes.
Understood. And regarding the etymology of that word, you are the one, you are our Yanukovych, you're essentially our Ukrainian here. All right then, let's try to focus on the documents, if you please. Let us try to focus on the documents. All right, come on, let's just do this. Yeah, we'll push you until you concede. Wait, no. You said documents don't really decide anything. That's exactly what you just said.
If they matter, let's open.
You're talking to me now, you're discussing these current events with me. Yet you haven't even read the Black Sea Fleet Basing Agreement concerning Crimea.
And have you read the Declaration of Independence of the Republic of Crimea? You're trying to force your documents, these ones, on me, and I'm forcing my docs on you.
All right, let's just clarify this now so that the next time we talk, we won't be losing time.
Yeah, let's.
Well, if you happen to know something about Yanukovych, then please explain it to me. Why are the residents of Donetsk and Luhansk considered second class by Russia? Why explain?
What do you mean? In what way?
Russia didn't recognize them for 8 years. There was a referendum, just like in Crimea.
Because the residents of the DNR and LNR were insisting on the federalization of Ukraine. A change in structure? No. And lie.
There was a referendum held on May 11th. A referendum took place in both Donetsk and Luhansk. I can see you don't know a damn thing. What a disgraceful person you are.
In 22, don't give me that.
The referendum in. Oh, you don't know a damn thing. Look, I'm educating you now, so you'll be a little smarter with the next person. The referendum in Donbass in 2014. Type that into your phone and then scroll through it. Take a look at the referendum ballot, specifically the Donetsk Republic ballot.
About secession from Ukraine?
But where is the federalization? It clearly states state independence, state independence. Where's the federalization in all of that?
And then within the framework of the Minsk Agreements 1 and 2, yes, they insisted on a special status.
Dude, the people cast their votes.